Welcome back indoors. Thanks to Jen to speak for the last hour. The Big P, thank you. Well, I think it's a great name. We're coming back indoors now, and of course we are a company, a big department store that likes to cover all angles. So that's all your garden furniture, making the garden, the outdoor space look fantastic, which is a sort of not a newish thing, but it's become very popular. But what's always been very, very popular is that space, the boudoir, the bedroom. And we were discussing while we were setting this show up how we love the fact clean sheets on the bed looking fantastic, getting into a brand new clean bed. And if you've had your bed linen for a little while now, or maybe you could do with an extra set or so, stay with us for the next hour. I'm here, I love to Shona, and we've got some most amazing, not only bed linen, but also duvets. Look at this wonderful duvet we're going to show you in just a second. This has got silk microfiber. It's a cassette style, so it doesn't all go into one corner, and one person ends up with 2 bits of material, and the other person ends up with all the filling. It's absolutely beautiful. We've got amazing pillows as well. And then you think, oh, I'm not sure about my pillows. Just stay with us, because maybe it's time to upgrade. A 10.5 tog duvet, which is perfect right in the middle for all seasons, but it's the quality. And for me, I like the duvet to do its job, to look great, but it's got to look fantastic when you make the bed. It's all coming up, and you will not believe the prices. If you're used to paying a very, very high premium for a good cotton and good bed linen, you need to stay with us, because in this hour I think it's going to be very, very, very busy. So without further ado, I'm going for a little walkette over here and say good afternoon. I only have to think then. Hey,
good afternoon, how are you?
Yeah, I'm really good. It's strangely, and this is a strange thing, because for a bloke, this is really big. We've spent a long time over years building up to our favourite bed and our favourite mattress. It hasn't happened overnight. We always dreamt of, and I'm not going to boast, Jim, I'm just telling you the facts. We've got a super king bed now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I have a big high head, a really expensive bed, and I'm not ashamed to say it. We saved up, we've waited for years and years. We now have our dream bed.
I think it's so important, Dean, because I think it's one of the areas of our homes that can be really underestimated, because I think you sort of imagine the places that people are going to see. When you invite someone around for a coffee or some drinks of an evening or a bite to eat, they see your kitchen, they see your dining room, they see your sitting room, they see your garden. But actually, when you are looking after yourselves...
not the bedroom.
The bedroom's so important.
It's a private place. You don't. It's not a place.
They don't see it, but that doesn't mean it's...
When people go into, people take me into your bed. They sit the bed. No.
Private space.
You're absolutely right. No, but I mean, because it is a sanctuary, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the word. And the thing is, we were discussing, we've talked about mattresses between us in the past. We talked about pillows and things. But I think dressing the bed and finishing the bed is so important. And that's what this show's all about. Now, we've got some stunning prices for the type of product. Can I just ask you a favour in this show? Do not judge the product by the price, okay? Because it's just the fact that we've done an amazing deal. We've sat down and done some amazing contracts. And you are going to be surprised of what you can get for this sort of money. So let's start with these amazing pillows. Not only do they look great, I love this really high-end look that you get in big department stores and stores that sell a lot of white stuff. And it's this stripe, this wonderful stripe.
Sateen stripe. Yeah.
Already, without a case on, looks amazing.
It looks incredible, but it's important. The sateen stripe is important because the weave is important. This is 300 thread count of 100% cotton. That's really important because we need pillows that are going to breathe with us. That's what you've got. And also cotton has an innate ability to wick moisture away from you. So first of all, you've got the breathability. We do lose a lot of heat from our heads, Dean, so it's super important that we make sure that we've got a pillow that breathes with us. And also something which has got durability, it's got longevity. That's what Earlys are all about. Earlys are one of our oldest British heritage brands.
Isn't it funny we don't know about some of the names that are out there? We don't tend to do, but the people who know.
Oh, I got so excited. I mean, I really threw my hat into the ring when I heard that Earlys were coming to the company.
Well, there was a little bit of an elbow. Is elbow handbags
please.
and elbows?
I want Earlys.
And you well done.
Thank you. But there's a good reason for that. It's because I grew up with Earlys blankets on my bed as a kid. You know, they are over 350 years worth of heritage. They are the original blanket weavers of Oxfordshire, and that heritage continues right the way through. But they've never sat where they are. They've never let innovation
or compromised.
So it's all about quality. It's all about giving you the most beautiful bedding. Now, we've just talked about the cover. You can see the finish. This is what you get from a heritage, a quality company. That wonderful, almost silvery beading piping on the edge there.
And I've always associated that with quality. And I was told in the furniture, I had a furniture shop for many, many years. And when you see furniture piped, means it's actually got a cassette, it's blocked together. You don't have to do it, but when you do it, it's extra work, isn't it, for a product?
Absolutely, you don't need to do it. You could just do seam to seam and it would be a perfectly adequate pillow. But this is all about durability. It's all about the fact that you're going to have these beautiful pillows with you for a long time. Then we go into the filling.
Yes.
We have a unique combination here, I feel, that Early's have come up with. You've got 10% of beautiful long strand silk in here, mixed. And I mean mixed. Sometimes we talk about surround pillows. This is an absolute mix with microfiber. Now, Early's as a company, I say they've been around for 350 years, but they are all about sustainability now. And you might think, well, hang on a minute, microfiber is
sustainable.
But it is. Now, microfiber is a very clever man-made fabric that actually doesn't impact on the environment in the way that maybe hollow fibre. Please don't want you to mix up hollow fibre and microfiber. They're two very different things. And microfiber is, again, that long strands again, which is why it works so beautifully with the silk. Now, both silk and microfiber, bizarrely, because one's a natural product and one is a man-made product, they have very similar properties. Microfiber in itself has the ability to hold and wick away 7 times its own weight in water.
That's what we want.
So when you're talking about putting your head on this, and of course, especially at this time of year, we're all a little bit hot and sweaty at night, but all times of year we do lose a lot of heat out of our head. So important to make sure we have a pillow that's going to work with us instead of against us. That's what you've got here.
So you've got that structure as well. So on the shallow side, they're going to look amazing in pillowcases. They're going to sit great on the bed. And if you're someone who loves the look of a really lovely made bed, these are going to be for that as well. I know it's a bit of a side issue, but it really does make a difference. Now, we've got a twin pack, so we're not asking for $29.99 for a silk microfiber pillow. We're asking you for half that, aren't we? So it's about £15 each, which is a bargain. Get this right. Get this right. Now, obviously, if you're someone like us, you know, you've got 4 pillows on the bed, you've got your dress pillows, etc. Even getting 4, even at nearly £60, this is a bargain. But again, remember, when you've a certain amount, when they're sort of gone, it's also we can't get any more. But supply chains are getting hard. You read it in the press, you know, you can't get hold of things. I went into the store the other day, into my local food store. I'm surprised at how many things they didn't have. I mean, things that are missing.
Missing on the shelves, they're not available, yes.
Exactly. So, you know, when we talk about this type of thing and when we talk about it's here for now at this moment, please bear that in mind. It's an absolute honest point to say. Also, there's a £3.99 delivery per order. Now, I've got to say that at the beginning of the show because it's really important, because you're not going to just want pillows. You're going to want everything else in the show. And if you find yourself going down that road thing, oh, I've got that and the pillars and the top and the throw, don't worry. Once it's all in your baskets, we're going to charge you £3.99 to pack it all up and send it to you in one order, which is fine. 942008, then we started the show. Pillows, beautiful, absolutely stunning, from Early's, Whitney's. Everything is on the website, everything. We've actually got duvets, we've got duvet sets in different colours. Now we've got, oh sorry, I forgot to bring it. We've actually got the sets we're going to show you, we've got in lots of different colours. Now we haven't got time in the hour to show you every single colour live. So what we thought we'd do is we show you some of those duvet sets a little bit later on, and then you can go to the website and see what colours are available. We've got the greys and the whites, and we've got the classic colours. And we've also got in the show, which is fantastic, you cannot get, we've actually got fitted sheets. We've got extra deep fitted sheets, and they're really hard to get. They're really hard to find. We've stopped because we've just walked up to the monitors because of the Early's of Whitney's 200 thread count white cotton housewife pillowcase. Pillowcase is, because it's £4.49.
That's crazy.
That's wrong, isn't it? Can you check that upstairs?
And those and the house and the Oxfords. Did you see the Oxfords?
Get two sets. Get the change set, I call it. Get one set, then get the change set. So one's in the wash, one's on the bed. We didn't realise that was a problem. We're actually looking at the monitors, and the Oxfords are £5.49 for 2. So for an actual less than a tenner, you got 2 Oxfords and 2. Housewife pillowcases, 200 thread count. Ladies and gents, stick them in your baskets quickly. These are going to fly. And I wish I could stick these.
Could you leave me some?
Stick these through.
Buy them at the end of the show.
Well, Shona did say, by the way, there will be some orders on this show because most of them are mine. But you can't deny it though. These are. I'm even tempted to. If we've got any left, I'm going to text the missus and say, you know what we've got? Because at £5.49, I would normally run a mile from that. Can I just say, please don't judge the product by the price. Go closer again, because my eyes are gone. Fitted sheet, £7.99. Now, normally see fitted sheet £7.99. You know that's going to be itchy and scratchy, isn't it? You're going to go, I wish I hadn't bought this. But these 200 thread count for £7.99, a fitted sheet, but extra deep as well. So if you've got for a mattress, we went for a extra deep mattress, and we need extra deep sheets because there's not enough. And of course, then what you do sometimes is you also like to put that little box topper on.
Yeah, if you want to have a mattress topper, then you're going to need more depth on your fitted sheet.
These prices are ridiculous. So when I say go and visit the website and have a look round, please do, because the price we're offering for this quality this afternoon is absolutely unbelievable.
Just looking, this is the fitted sheet that you've got here.
Let's have a feel.
They are extraordinary. And what Dean was talking about there, even, this is, I don't know if this is the deep fill one. I don't think it is. I think this is the 30
That's the 30, isn't it?
So that's a 30 centimetre, which is standard. You can see how brilliantly deep that is. But you can see the quality of this cotton, 200 thread count. It is so beautiful. And it's a percale, however you want to pronounce it. And percale, persale, people call it different things.
Tomato, potato,
but
I don't know.
That is important because, again, it's the way the weave is done.
But they get better the more you wash them.
They do.
That's the thing with this type of cotton. The more you wash it, the better it gets.
And they really do wash beautifully. I love this weave on cotton.
£7.99.
Yeah, it's crazy.
£7.99. If you just bought yourself an Emma mattress, the other shows we're doing, you want to cover it with something, there you go. This is exactly what we've done here. But please be quick because we are absolutely flying. Now, the pillowcases, can I just say, we only have a tiny amount of stock. Can you imagine, can't you? The earliest of Whitney's 200 thread count white combed cotton, in actual fact, housewife pillowcase. That's the Oxford, is it?
No, that's the housewife.
It is housewife. Listen, I have to excuse me. I forgot my glasses and I've got my emergency glasses and they're old prescription. I can't read them. So I'm struggling. OK, 942061.
Won't offer you mine because you'll be dizzy.
It's sponsored by a cola company.
Well, my left eye is completely flat.
Oh, blimey, is it?
So, yeah.
OK, then the Oxfords, they're the dress ones, aren't they?
Crazy.
They're the don't lay on them. Put them on the...
Yeah, they're not lay on them. Sleeping on.
So if you're someone who dresses your bed, you need lots of multiple sets. Do you know what? You can afford to buy 2 sets of bed linen. So you've got a pair of Oxford pillowcases for £5.49, 942062. You've got the housewife pillowcases for £4.79 or something, whatever it was. That's less than just about a tenner, is it? Just over a tenner. Get yourself a sheet. How much was the sheet? £7.99.
For a single, yeah.
So for a single, but for a double, so how much is the double? £10.99. So this, right? It's about £22. That's a sheet and 4 pillowcases. All we now need to do is get yourself a new duvet. I don't think people, you know, we talk about mattresses. I don't think people change the duvet enough either.
I agree with you.
Do you know what?
I also think there's a lot of fights that go on, like they do with mattresses, about which tog level we should have and when is it time to take the summer duvet off and the winter duvet and so on and so forth. The wonderful thing about this is at 10.5 tog, this for me is a great all year round duvet because actually when it does get colder we end up having heating on, so there's very rare that we need anything heavier than a 10.5.
I remember when duvets first came out. If you said to my mum, we've got the winter duvet, she'd go, shut up. My mum would go, you've just got your duvet. You've got it. Yeah, you know, like winter or summer. But we now have, with these prices, the option. Now, this is earliest of Whitney, the silk / microfiber 10.5 tog duvet. This is £74.99. I have to say, again, that is a stunner. I know you can go and buy a duvet for 19 quid. OK, you can. Now, if you've ever seen the show when I was on with Alex and I tore a pillow in half, I did that on purpose because I like tea bags. You turn them up, they are £5 for a reason. A duvet that's 19 quid is £19 for a reason. You will sweat under it because I've been under them. I've slept under them for places and stuff. Treat yourself to a decent duvet. Now, whenever I see a cassette style like this, I know we've got quality. This is High-end.
It really is. And this goes back again to that heritage brand. Early's know exactly what they're doing with bedding. You've got the stitching all the way around, and you have got the stitching in these cassette constructions. So exactly as Dean said, that beautiful, unique combination of both your silk and your microfiber. Please don't confuse microfiber with hollow fiber. Your silk and your microfiber combine together to give you those incredible long sweeps of strands that wick moisture away. Remember, both silk and microfiber will wick up to 7 times their own weight of water away. All held into place, so you've got no hot spots, no cold spots.
And the thing is, it's not when you shake, you put your duvet cover and you grab the end and you shake it, and you end up with all the duvet filling that end. So you've got a flat bit here, you've got a big thick bit over there, you've got lumps and bumps. We've got something similar to this in our spare, and I love changing the spare bed because can you do the spare bed? And I do that, I put the ends in, and it's immaculate. First time. I've got others that aren't. I've got a very expensive one that isn't like this, and that sort of I have to shake it in this corner and shake it in there. I eventually get it right, but this goes on in a second.
And one of the things that I particularly like about dressing a bed that has got cassette construction duvet inside is you actually get the shaping of those like kind of lofty pillows inside your bedding. Really looks extraordinarily high-end
hotel. High-end hotel look. We're looking at high-end hotel luxury look without the price. And here's the thing, we've just offered you the $3.99 per order, and now we've got flexes, or that red box. If you've never shopped with us before, you've just found us and go, I need some bedding. You will not regret this. You absolutely won't. This is super, super soft. And by the way, this hasn't got a cover on, by the way. This is the actual duvet itself. And because when I came into the set, when I first was prepping, you know, you read all about it, and I do all the reading. But when I came in to look at the product, I went, well, that's gorgeous. And then I suddenly realised that was the duvet. This is the duvet you're looking at. It's not a cover. It's the duvet for $74.99. You know what?
I mean, you actually think about it and you look at it, and it looks this gorgeous, and it looks this fresh. Remember, this is 100% 300 thread count in that beautiful sateen weave there. So you could actually, if you wanted to do, I mean, it's a bit of an American idea, but there is absolutely no reason why you couldn't put a flat sheet of maybe a different colour as a comforter and bring that flat sheet over with a band of colour at the top and leave,
old school.
Leave your duvet on show because it's stunning.
Old school sheet.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like we used to, you have the sheet, then another sheet, and then the blankets or the duvet on the top. You're absolutely right. And can I kind of just ask, actually, this is a double bed, isn't it?
This is a double, but we've got a king-size duvet.
I knew you had, because it looks so much nicer.
It just gives, again, it gives that kind of hotel
It's a grandeur.
drape.
It's a grandeur-ness.
Absolutely.
I don't know if that's a word.
And when you have the drape that you've got with this wonderful, unique combination with the silk in here, you can see how it almost cocoons around my arm. So you'll notice you're never going to get what I call wind tunnels between you and a partner, potentially. You get a really thick duvet that's maybe feather and down. It's really, really plumped up. And you lay it over the top of 2 bodies and you end up with a massive gap in between the bodies. And that's when you start to get that fight to roll yourself round in the duvet. There's no need for that with this duvet because the drape is so beautiful. It's literally going to hug around the contours of your body.
And it hugs around the bed as well, so it sits really well. So you've got the duvet that can come down to just before the floor level as we've done here, and it still comes up towards the pillows here. It hangs on the side. Can I just say, top tip for our new myself, what's that bloke now on the telly? Seriously, buy a if you can afford to buy a king-size duvet for your double bed, please do it, because it really makes a massive, massive difference. And also, if you're sharing, it's actually harder. We stay away. And the thing about when you're saving up and ending up with your luxury bed, when you go to stay somewhere and you've got to sleep in a double bed with a double duvet, it's the weird... Because they're so used to having a huge duvet and loads of room, and you turn over and you're facing each other like, oh, hello, I haven't seen you for ages. But it's just that the duvet, I don't think there's enough duvet, more. And at the moment, we're kicking it off on each other, so it's throwing it on each other. You get it off, get it off. But this is something that has the most...
Eh? Get yourself a nice...
No, it's so hot, you do that to throw it off you, or they throw it on them and they throw it back on you again.
Get yourself a nice breathable one.
Well, 32 degrees. Nothing's breathable at 32 degrees, my darling, I'll tell you that. 950 307. Listen, value. It's all about value. But sometimes we're so fickle, aren't we, in the UK? The value goes, what's wrong with it then? Oh, it can't be that good. It can't be that good if it's 70 quid. I went into the shop in town and it's £250 for a duvet.
Easily.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, the big ones are high quality with silk written on the box, so definitely you're going to make. But this has a 10% silk / microfiber. And just to reiterate again, why is it important to have silk, Shona?
both silk and microfiber,
Yep.
they have very, very similar properties. Now, silk is an incredible product. You only have to think about what it does in the wild. Obviously, silk is created by the silkworm to make a cocoon to protect the next generation of silkworm. And that larva needs protection from fluctuating temperature, just as we do as human beings. So we need to protect against any difference in temperature, and we need to allow the body to work with it. But not only that, because it creates what I call like an arid, almost like a desert environment inside your bedding, because remember, we do sweat, and that perspiration is going to go somewhere. Silk and microfiber working together, wicking away up to 7 times their own weight in liquid, means you can actually create a dry bed all the time. Now, a dry bed means that less bacteria is going to build up in it, because it's that moisture, it's that stickiness.
You're not creating an atmosphere for them, are you?
You're not creating... Sometimes bedding can create a perfect storm for the house dust mite.
I know.
Now, nothing's ever going to be perfect, but this is definitely going to help everyone that has maybe any kind of those problems, waking up with a scratchy throat, waking up with itchy eyes.
Yeah.
We're going to remove those allergens from the situation.
Do you know what? Sometimes you just know, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, we do home shopping and stuff. If you walked into a store and you came in and you go, yeah, this is. I don't know anything about duvets. I don't know anything about cotton. I don't know anything about silk. I just know. $89.99 for the king size. Though that's on the screens has changed. If you want to go for a king, I'll go through all the sizes for you, all the prices, so you can make a decision. Remember, it's $3.99. Delivery per order, so make sure your bastards got everything you need in it before you check out, because you check out and come back again, it's another $3.99, so bear that in mind. So then, we've got 9503074, the duvet in king, okay, but here they all are. I'll move a bit closer again, double pillows, and now you can afford to maybe just make your room, your boudoir, your sanctuary, the special place. Yeah, the spare room might have something else on it, and there's no disrespect to guests, it's just that, but the place you're in it, a third of your life, we talk about being on a mattress, but you're in your bed, and I have to say, when we do late shifts and we're here sometimes till 3 in the morning, and there's nothing nice. And we had this point when I said, you know, my other half went away recently, and when we both go away, we come home. What we try to do is make sure the bed's changed for the person coming home. There's nothing nicer. So you do everything you can for someone, but if you change the bed and it smells of the outdoors,
it feels
and it's
amazing.
Fresh linen, and you just getting it's cool, and you're getting it for the first, because number one, you're home. It doesn't matter how good a holiday you had, you're home.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that smell, and that's what this is about. It isn't just about a look; it's about a feeling, isn't it? You know. So first up, we've got now Earlys of Whitney again, 200 thread count, grey combed cotton double duvet. This is on, and it's more of a dove grey, isn't it? It's not a grey grey. I would say
absolutely. It's such a soft grey, it really is, and the white is such a gorgeous pure white, isn't it? So you've got such great options for whatever kind of styling. What I love about plain bedding is the fact that you then have the option to do any kind of dressing that you want.
Yes.
You know, I've popped a couple of teal cushions on here just to kind of a pop of colour. But the quality of this bedding is exceptional. 200 thread count, again, in your percale, your percale, however you want to pronounce it.
I'm a percale man.
Are you a percale? Percale man. But the stitching, that's what, if you want to have a look at what it means, if you want to put it into a search engine, P-E-R-C-A-L-E, weave. Now that weave is very important. It gives this elegance, it gives an absolute smoothness, and of course that's what's going to touch your skin.
No lumps and bumps, is there?
No lumps and bumps, there's no slubbing in your
It's like those little, almost, I call them cotton skin tags.
Yeah, exactly, and you don't get that with a percale, however you want to call it. That's what's so beautiful about this weave. And it's about the durability. 200 thread count means there are 200 threads per square inch of every single bit of this beautiful material. That's about longevity. That's about you investing in yourself for now, but also for the future. It washes beautifully. There's no fangled different ways of having to wash this, and the fact that you've also got knowing that Earlys are working together to try and make sure that sustainability is a big thing. They have a pledge that by 2025 all of their packaging as well as their products will be made from sustainable cotton.
Perfect, perfect. And also going back to being plain again, if you see all the magazines and you're always looking for inspiration in, so those sort of lifestyle magazines, etc., a lot of plain does go on because it's the wall that's been painted, or like you say, the added colour comes from your accessories, including...
It means you can change things so much.
And again, it gives you that choice, doesn't it? And you mix things up a little bit. For example, Christmas, some people like to go a bit tartan and reds and checks and make it... You'd never do it throughout the year, but for Christmas, change the bed a little bit and make it a little bit more festive and that sort of thing. You get the pillowcases with it, so it comes with double with a couple of pillowcases. This is in the soft light. I call it almost like a dove grey. You'd hardly notice, but once if I do this, as you say, it's a pure cotton white with the actual pillowcases. So if I do this, you can definitely see that colour change, but it's subtle enough to be classy. And I think any form of grey. I got someone said to me a few years back, which I thought was a really interesting thing when I was into craft. They were saying grey's going to be here for the next 9 years, and they said 9.
Why 9?
Exactly.
That's really interesting.
5, 7, 9. They're very specific. 9 years.
What's going to happen?
At least
on the
9
year?
years worth of. And I went, did they just get it wrong? It's weird. But what it was great is the whole palette of grey,
yes.
from charcoal all the way back to just doves and just the way through. And
it's really interesting if you mix your greys, how that gives a real depth of texture, especially if you're struggling with maybe a more masculine room, you're trying to find the right bedding for a teenage son or something.
Perfect.
Actually starting with this dove grey would be brilliant, because then you can layer in different greys and different blues, and it's going to have lots of interest and depth of texture.
My 25-year-old still lives at home, and we don't do white on the bed.
Not a good idea.
Greys, creams and things, but there's something about no, I don't want white. It's not that age yet, but no, this would be perfect, like a light, soft dove grey. Now this is a chance for you to get in. I mean, look at these prices: £25 for a double duvet set with the pillowcases included. You normally get them anyway, but just to let you know, it's the quality, it's the thread count you're looking for. You can get a duvet for £9. You'll get a £9 duvet. That's it. I'm telling you now. When you wash this, because I washed them straight away, because they got things like sizing in and starches in for packaging and things like that. But give them a wash for the first time. Get them on your bed, and the more you wash these, the better it'll get. I absolutely promise you that. 942078 if you want to go for double. And here's the list of sizes and colours for you, just so you know what you can buy. Got a favourite? I'm a white.
I'm a white.
All day
I
long.
love white, just purely because I like to be able to change my accessories on quite a regular basis.
Throw on the bed. And there's different ways of putting the throw on the bed.
Now this is when we go back to Early's heritage.
Yeah.
We really, really do. Early's have been known for being blanket weavers.
That's beautiful, isn't it? How beautiful is that?
50 years. Now this is a stone-washed cotton woven in this wonderful geometric. You can see the geometric is in different sizes. This is our long leat. They're all named after stately homes. This is our long leat here. You can see it's absolutely beautiful. This has a tasseled finish to it. It is reversible. You can see you've got exactly the same weaving. You can see the quality of the weave there.
This is to change the bed.
Absolutely no colour at all by turning this over. It's super soft. That's one of the benefits of stone washing your cotton in this fashion. It has a slightly kind of almost like a cheesecloth effect into the cotton weave here. Super soft against your skin. Perfect for dressing the bed, perfect for dressing a sofa, perfect for wrapping up on those summer evenings when it gets a little bit chilly and you want to stay out in the garden.
Little garden wrap. This is interesting.
Stunning.
So that's changed a bit. So now when you put it on like that, you see, when you put it straight across, that's more of a country look.
Yes.
Do you not think it's a country look, this, isn't it? Because it still looks fantastic. Suddenly, it's changed the whole look of the bed. However, we had it a few moments ago. You can change this literally in a moment. You go boutique hotel. How many boutique hotels or hotels have you walked in and the first thing you go, oh, look at that bed. Every single time dressed at the end, so you can sit at the end of the bed so you're not sitting on your duvet, and you've got that. Or you can go completely as a stripe as we do at home, just across in one border.
Almost like a sham.
Yeah, like a sham. Beautiful. Yes. And it depends how you want to dress your bed. But you know what? These are the little tiny tricks that all the hotels do. And if you've got a guest house and you're watching watching this and, you know, you're very proud of your guest house and you want it to be value for money. The little things that, for me, I look for is the bed, the detail. And it doesn't cost up $24.99 to pop that on a bed. It will change the bed. And so what we'll do, well, get one of the throws on there as well, Chaz. We'll get a throw in as well. So we'll do it properly.
And we have different designs as well. So this is the long leaf, which has got that lovely kind of grey blue that's in there.
Yeah.
But we also do have burley, and we also have linen.
Can I see the burley? Because it's just up the road. You know, I've got friends at Burley.
So I just
have you got one?
They're in the basket.
Oh, okay. Oh, can I get the? Can I ruin the display?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
These are lovely. Take that one off. Yeah. I'll take one off.
Take it that way.
Yeah, I'll take it this way. But
right.
No.
So.
Oh, and these. Oh, I like these.
So this might be Blenheim actually. Might be Blenheim. I think we need to do it that way. I think with the stripe.
Do you think so?
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay. Notice I'm not arguing.
This might be Blenheim. This is Burley, is it, with the leaf design? So the leaf you've got the little tiny leaf design here in that wonderful kind of charcoal grey here that you can see.
Nice.
And you do also have the arrow design here that you can see in this stripe. Interestingly enough, if you're someone who knows about earlies, or if you want to look at earlies, this is very, very indicative of their early point.
This is beautiful.
Blankets. They would have the stripes, they would have their earlies logo in the corner of the blanket, and then above the stripe, you would have the points. So the points would be little lines woven into the blanket, and that's so you can see a vintage earlies. You can see them all over the internet. They are hundreds and hundreds of pounds to get hold of them.
This is nice. Also, it needs to be straight. Again, let's put it into a block. This one.
Stone-washed cotton.
Let's go this way.
Yeah, there we go. And you're wanting to do it as a stripe on the bottom of or just a single block like that? Just a single block. There we go.
Do you know what I mean?
It's just beautiful.
And then you can go to work, and you have the worst day in the world, and it's been an awful day, and you come home and you look at the bed and go, at least I'm getting in there at the end of the evening. So that's the Burley, 948 482 for 24.99. If this was at Burley for sale,
at Burley House.
I bought a blanket once. Went to the outdoor movie festival, and it started a bit cold. So I, like an idiot, went to the Burley store to buy a blanket.
Oops.
I'm not even going to tell you how much I paid for a blanket.
Now,
honestly.
This is just stunning. This one is our Blenheim. So again, they're all named after stately homes.
I don't know which one I like the most.
Actually near to where Earleys are in Whitney. It's down in Oxfordshire. I love this. I love the fact that it has what I would call almost like a stained glass or a spirograph, or possibly a mandala wheel here.
Yeah.
I just think it's beautiful.
Look at you with your crafty terminology. Mandala.
Oh, it's yoga. Mandala is a yoga wheel, so that's what. Yeah, that's massive. But that's how I know the term mandala.
Of course you do. Yeah, Your yoga arm craft. Show the class here, can't you?
But there is something really soothing about a mandala wheel. It's that constant turning, that movement of the eye.
It's like a Celtic knot, never ends.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. Now this folded. Now this to me, because this actually you could turn this. Because this has, I mean, you could actually use on both sides, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's got a lighter, creamier look.
And greyer on the other.
So which one you want to go for? Ladies and gents, which one are you going to go for? We've got all three options here today. I think these are quality. This definitely doesn't feel like a $24.99 item. Absolutely not. And I'd highly recommend you put one into your baskets as well. I know you're going to do the shopping afterwards, and it's really, really, really difficult to explain these products on the TV, to explain how wonderful they are. Hopefully, visually you'll see them, but please, 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 again, as I said before, do not judge them by the price, because the price is not indicative of the quality. It really isn't. So here we go then. So 2 pillows, a duvet, a sheet, and 2 packs of linen, because I need to change the bed, okay? And we'll put a throw in as well. Have a quick think. Now remember, it's on Flexi. Here they all are. So we've got the odds of Whitney Silk microfiber twin pack pillows. You've got your duvet 10.5 in double. We've gone for the white comb cotton double duvet set, 2 of those, and a throw as well.
Lovely.
Total price of, was it £250? How much is it? £177.95 for the whole look. And remember, you can sort of change that look because you could add
two sets of your duvet
two
set.
sets of duvet. So
Amazing.
Two duvets and two. So you've actually got 4 pillowcases and 2 duvets. Now let's stick that in Flexi. So FlexiPay today to get all that in one order. $59.31 for Early's of Whitney quality products. So that's for, obviously you can adjust the prices depending on the sizes, but that's a standard, the most popular double sizes. That just gives you an indication of the quality. And when you get it home, honestly, you'll open it, you'll wash it, you put it on the bed, you think, I should have bought another set. I should have got another set of covers. You will. Yeah. But this is right here, right now. Products available on the show. Thank you, team. Thank you, Chaz. And do you know what? When you do that, you say 24 and 79, and you throw prices around. It doesn't mean a lot. It's when you fill the basket up and go to the check and go, oh, what have I done? I thought it was about £250.
That's
£179. That's, I mean, I know you're saying, oh, that's right for you, Dean, but 50, that's changes. That's a complete change to your bedroom.
If you went for the 2 sets, you can just,
one set. Take one set, take another £25 off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now then, let's go back to pillows, because you might be thinking, yeah, I've got my pillows, but I have to have a certain pillow, because you've got some people that sleep on the side, some people sleep on the back, some people that do both, some people do the skydive and sleep on the front.
Face plant.
Yeah, don't understand about that. However,
I sometimes face plant.
Do you?
I've tried to train myself not to.
But if you do that, then you've got to do that, because you can't breathe. But then you're all...
Yeah, and I do understand it's meant to be healthier to sleep on your side or your back, but sometimes I just find that I migrate onto my tummy.
I think I like it because it's got 20 minutes. It's good. If my back, it feels lovely because I'm laying. It's a different way. Anyway, it doesn't matter. My Michael, my osteopath friend, would say, no, don't do that. However, let's talk about a pillow that can accompany and help lots of people. This is the Dr. Tyner Pyramid Neck. I've never seen anything like this in all the years I've been in home shopping. This is almost like, why didn't someone think of this before? Beforehand,
exactly. The thing is, when we think about anatomical pillows, which is basically what we've got here, we tend to think of really firm and heat-absorbing foam. That tends to be what we get when we start to think about an anatomical pillow. What we've got here is a pillow designed by a chiropractor to give everyone the best opportunity to get a supported night's sleep. What we've got in the centre of here is, you'll notice that this centre section has been stitched in place. So the support that your head needs and the comfort that your head needs all night long will not move. It's all there. That's been stitched into this pyramid shape
front
in
to
the
back,
centre.
isn't it?
Front to back, absolutely.
So
nothing changes on either side. You've got your 300 thread count of sateen finished 100% cotton on the outside, so that breathability too. Now, let's talk about the fact that this pillow is completely different whichever edge you put it to. So you can see here we've got a thicker edge here, slims down a little bit to the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
If I want to sleep on my side, I'd probably choose this side. I've got a smaller section. And if I sleep on my back...
So the nape of your neck's
absolutely,
bigger,
then you're going to go there. But the great thing about this is you can turn this pillow in any direction. Whichever way you go, your head is going to end up on the pyramid. So let me show you. Oh, yes.
Can I try it? Because I might buy one and I want to test... You don't mind, do you? I'll just...
Go for it.
Do you mind? I'll put my feet off the end. I won't put my feet on the... What?
Why don't you go that way, and then everybody at home can see what's happening to your head?
That's why you're a professional. Yeah. That's why I'm still learning. Every day's a school day. Right, I'm thinking I need the thick end. I need this one.
So that would be quite a good guess if you're thinking about lying on your back.
Shut. I've never done this before, by the way. Oh, hang on.
So what we can see, Dean, is the fact that your head has given the comfort on that stitched-in pyramid area, but your neck is still getting all of the support that it needs. Now, you're a back sleeper. Would you pretend you're a side sleeper? I sort of not. I start
like this, and then I get a nudge in the ribs, and then I
turn
on my side.
Onto your side. Great. Well, in which case you might, at that point, when you get the nudge, you might want to change the side of your pillow. Oh, maybe not for you.
No, it all works.
Because, of course, everybody's shoulders are a different breadth, aren't they?
That's okay.
So actually that could work quite well for you. But maybe if you're a lady and you're a side sleeper, you might want the other side of the pillow that you're seeing to Dean.
This?
No, the other side.
That one?
That end there.
Let me try it. Oh, no, hang on.
Yeah, you see,
no,
that
that's better.
really... There you go.
That's better.
That is your side, really should be for your side sleeper. Side sleepers need slightly less support for the neck than a back sleeper. The brilliant thing about the Pyramid neck care pillow is that you have got the option to keep turning it until you find the optimum side. You can even turn it the other way. Even if you did turn it long ways, Dean, your head would end up in the right place.
Sorry?
If you actually turned it that way...
That way? Really?
Your head will still be supported on the Pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
So there's 4 different options for absolutely everyone. So you can really play with this pillow. Again, don't forget that incredible moisture wicking ability that you've got from your 300 thread count.
Ridiculously simple. And
simple,
it reminds me of a trick.
But really effective.
My best friend is osteopath. He's got a practice in Cambridgeshire. And one of the old tricks that osteopaths used to say is find a towel and roll it up and put it in the nape of your neck. If you're having neck problems, roll a towel up to support your neck. And you roll up a towel to suit your neck. But that's
done it for you.
It's done it for you, isn't it? But what towel unravels in the night and ends up all on your face and stuff like that.
And it's not soft. It's also not soft, is it? I mean, the great thing about this is it's actually sewn into your pillow perfectly.
What? That is just so
and
nice.
Again, not my job today, but I just cannot get over the value of this when you actually think about the price, Dean, of anatomical pillows at the moment.
Do you know what? I like this because I like things that are simple. And I like things that work, and that's not going to lose its shape because it's all sewn in. It's not going to lose its shape. That's going to be like that forever, isn't it?
Yeah, and it will fit in a standard pillowcase. In actual fact, do we have one?
And it's also the thing is £11.99. £11.99 for this quality as well, because all this sort of thing, they try to keep the cost down to try and get it onto the marketplace. But this is beautifully soft, and at £11.99 is a £2 saving to a normal, and that means you can afford to get one from here, maybe one for the caravan or something, or maybe for the spare room as well. It's a fabulous idea. Give it a try. 942004. Tested live on the telly. I'd never done that before, and I would have told you the truth as well. Oh, it's not for me, I would have said, but absolutely gorgeous. Amongst all the other items that we have on the show, which are on the website, which is idealworld.tv. There you go. We've got the Earlys of Whitney silk microfiber duvets. We've got the Pyramid neck care pillow. We've got single, double king and super king for everyone, all in whites. We also have some of those duvet covers, of course, in the light greys and some other colours on there as well, but do not forget the throws. They are beautiful. It seems a bit overwhelming, but have a scroll through and listen, the prices are unbelievable, and we have a £3.99 delivery per order. So if you're thinking of getting something, if you're thinking of getting a duvet and a cover or whatever, do it all at the same time, as there's Flexi available as well. Now then, Shona and I here for 12 minutes left. Where does the time go?
I don't know.
It's because I love topics. There's a topic you like to talk about, and there's a topic you're passionate about, and it's great. This is one of those. We got some more. Right. Good
That's
news.
brilliant.
You just heard the news, haven't you? We've managed to get some more from the suppliers. We just made a couple of phone calls to get a few more of these, because these were literally going to sell out. The Earlys of Whitney 200 thread count white comb cotton housewife pillowcases, £4.49. We showed you the price right at the beginning of the show, and we just were inundated. And we got them in white and grey, but on the show right now we've got white. White's the most popular, obviously. And I suppose these. Are these 40 or 60 wash? 40?
40.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And just super easy to look after them as well. I mean, you are absolutely right. That is actually something that is built into the weave of percale, whatever you want to call it. The more they're washed, the softer they're going to be. They're super soft already.
Yeah, and these are out of the packet.
Yeah, straight out the packet. These have not been washed. They're incredibly soft against the skin. But honestly, the durability of this weave of cotton, and of course, don't forget, it's 200 thread count. It's combed cotton, not to be confused with brush cotton. It's not bobbly like brush cotton. It's not like that sort of old blankety kind of cotton. It's brushed because it gives it that incredible longevity, and it gives it this elegance. You can see it almost has a sheen to the particular weave to this cotton, and actually that sheen will improve as you wash it.
Sure.
Beautiful, beautiful cotton.
Time for a change. Maybe, you know, that white isn't white anymore, and I tell you when you know white, when you buy white.
Yeah, that's true, and that is really
you buy
white.
Look at that. You throw a new duvet set, you went, oh blimey, and you put your old pillow on and go, Actually, because white will, will deteriorate over a period of time, and it's amazing how that happens without you noticing it. So you're looking for a fresh start, a brand new look to the room. Maybe you've just decorated your bedroom. Maybe you've just gotten to a new home. You just bought your first home, or a new build, and it's the first new. It's like everything's pristine, and you want the bed to match. This is the way to do it in a budget without having to compromise on quality. Earlies of Whitney. Do your own research. Go and research them up. Go look them up on Google and go and have a look around. And everything that Shona's saying, absolutely true. Been around a long time. They know what they're doing. They're sort of masters of one. We talked about this earlier. It's not sort of like a jack of all and doors. They know what they're doing in this area. Absolutely.
That's what Earlies have been doing for 350 years. I mean, they have been making high-quality bedding, supplying to 13 consecutive royal families since Queen Anne to our current Queen Elizabeth II.
That's a phenomenal piece of information that I didn't know.
Yeah. I mean,
13 consecutive royal families.
13 consecutive royal families since Queen Anne to Queen Elizabeth II.
If it's good enough for a queen, it's good enough for me. That's all I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I need to know. Now then, Oxford. Now we had a bit of a moment before the show because I said I'm like that with Oxfords.
Yeah, and I love them.
And you love them.
I love
and this
an
is dead
Oxford
honest, and it's they've got nothing against. It's not it's not Oxford. It's Oxfordist. What it is the fact that I don't like the frill.
Yes. I don't like frills. I don't like
But this is quite
fussiness.
elegant, isn't it?
This is an elegant Oxford. It really is. And it really does give that high-end appeal to your... Yeah, all right. Makes it like you've gone into a posh 5-star plus hotel.
Here's a question that's just starting to bob around Soch, right? How do you show you're posh without saying you're posh?
Oh, well, OK. That's if you allow people to look into your bedroom. You said earlier they weren't allowed in.
No, not.
So then how do you show that you're posh without saying you're posh?
spare room.
Right, for the guests. For the guests.
Show them the guest room. I was thinking, when people come around, we shut the door. I'm funny about that. My mum's funny about that. And, the main bedroom just...
It's really interesting you said about...
No, Chad is just going to know what's going on in there. No, exactly. It's private. You know what I mean? And it's a little bit of mystery, isn't it?
It's quite interesting.
I'm not even allowed in my own room sometimes.
Oh, really? That's a whole other story. When you said earlier about, dressing a bed and making it feel like it's somewhere very, very special. When I always dress all of my bedrooms in my house and I give them little quirks and little individual things, like maybe like you were in a boutique hotel. And when friends come to stay, that's what they say. I feel like I've come to rehab. I feel like I've come to a really serene, calm place.
Because people misinterpret dressing stuff like this and doing your bed and being
towels on the end of the bed and they are matching.
But you fold them and tuck them.
Yes, of course I do.
Of course you do. I even showed the lady at the gym that we can get a free towel when I go to the gym, and she said, "Yeah, I mean, I tell you, how about we fold it?" And I did it one day. I went like that, and she went, "Oh, I'm doing that in future." And when I came next time, every time she handed the towel, it had been folded because I just turn the corner, do it like that, and it doesn't come apart. When I got it under my arm, it doesn't unravel. And it's silly little detail, but you know what? It makes people feel like you've made an effort, which is lovely, isn't it? At the end of the day,
it's so easy to do. With like your throws. With these, to buy yourself a pair of Oxford pillowcases, and if that you add those to whatever bedding you've got, it's going to look incredible.
But that's the bit you normally go, I won't go for the Oxfords because I can't afford it. I've done that.
They're normally so expensive.
And you compromise on Oxfords, don't you? Don't do this today. £5.49 for two. It's a pair, which means two. Being patronising, but you know what I mean. £5.49, 942 0624, the Oxford pillowcases, which again are all part of this amazing collection from our friends at Earlies of Whitney's, which have been around. I say, 13 consecutive royal families. That is an amazing stat. I love that stat. And whether you've bought yourself an Emma mattress or any type of mattress, or whether you've upgraded your pillows recently, whatever you've done, you're going to need bed linen. You may even need a new duvet. The duvets we've got on the show are stunning. 10% of silk in there and microfiber as well. And the Dr. Twiner Pyramid Neck Care pillow also well with a consideration. The middle centre there, the triangle, has been actually sewn through to the back, creating a firm centre. But what it does, it gives the support on your head, and then your neck doesn't collapse either way, because the nape of your neck sort of does this, and if you don't, it collapses during sleep. And I used to suffer really badly with bad neck. A couple of things, there was a couple of 3 years. Number one, my mattress was rubbish. Number two, I was biting. I've had that sorted out.
Okay.
And also a pillow. But do you know what? The pillow was the last thing I changed. Isn't that weird? And
actually, it's such a simple solution.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait one, we've got hang on. I think we found it. Chaz has got excited, and it doesn't happen very often. We've got a review, okay? This is a review. 5-star for Miriam. He's an idiot, isn't he, sometimes?
Well, I mean, it says everything you need to know.
Comfortable. 5-star, comfortable. 5-star, comfortable. 5 stars, that's what you want.
It is comfortable. It genuinely is. It's not just comfortable, it's incredibly supportive as well.
So, madam, what are you looking for in a mattress?
Exactly.
Comfortable.
The pyramid is coming from this bit here, so that's stitched into place to make sure that your head is always given that support. If you're waking up in the middle of the night and you're plumping your pillow up in order to get support under your head, you're actually taking yourself out of deep sleep. We need to stay in the deep sleep for longer. So if we can keep you still because you're not getting overheated, remember this is 100% cotton, 300 thread count in sateen weave here, so that's going to wick moisture away from you. You've then got the support, making sure that your head is given the support it's needed. And then the brilliant thing about this is, whilst it is an anatomical pillow, it's going to breathe with you. You've got different depths all the way around the pillow. Maybe you're a side sleeper, choose this side. Maybe you're a back sleeper, see how much deeper that is, choose that side. You've got this end and you've got this end. They're all different fills stitched in place to give you the versatility.
Don't think of just grown-ups either. I mean, kids, you know, my little boy's 10 now, starting to get to the age where we, you know, you always give the kids the rubbish pillows and the rubbish mattress and as cheap as chips, don't you? He's getting to that age now, he wants a decent bed to sleep in, and it's important with all the exams and things coming up. And beds make such a massive difference, don't they? And even sometimes psychologically, just looking at it and loving the look of your home. We all have our homes. We spend a lot of time going to work. We spend a lot of time earning our money, and there's not much left over to spend on luxury things. So when you buy something, get luxury, but keep the cost down. And that's what this show is all about. Please do your research. At least try it. At least get it home and give it a chance with that delivery at $3.99 per order and FlexiPay as well. There's every chance of you changing the way your whole bed looks for a small amount of money. So the duvet, which is where we started. I can't believe we've got 2 minutes left. Duvet, stunning. If you're thinking that duvet looks fantastic, what cover you got on it? We haven't. This is the cassette-style duvet from early of Whitney. It's silk/microfiber, so it's got all the properties you need for a duvet. 10.5 tog, which Shona is that sort of that middle ground. It's that all-year-round tog rating, and sizes go